Hey guys, just got back from my crazy whirlwind trip to the US and now it's time to get back into the car. Alright, so one of my first jobs I think I need to get onto is when I changed this carpet over, I cut it out and chucked it in and didn't really take the time to finish it properly. And as you can see here, all these edges are not finished properly. And after catching up with Mike at Lufgekul, it's given me the kick in the backside that I need to actually get out and just put a nice binding around the edge of the carpet, at least the parts that you see. Then I can put it in for the last time and leave it there. Okay, for the edging on this carpet, what I'm going to use is this black vinyl I've got lying around. So, how I'm going to do it is I'm going to cut out 5cm wide strips. I'll go over to the sewing machine and I'll show you how I'm going to make those nice little strips into nice neat edging on the carpet. Okay, so I've cut out my strip of 5cm wide vinyl and I've actually ruled another line 1 centimetre in from the edge, because this is going to give me my nice spacing for the trim all the way around. The next thing I'm going to do is find the edges that I'm going to want to put my trim on, and I'm going to staple it upside down into place where I want it. This should then give me the line that I can sew along to keep my nice spaced edging all the way around. Alright, well that first run looked like garbage. I'm not very happy with it, so I'm going to take it off, and I think I've got a couple of ideas to make it a bit better. Okay, for round 2 I'm going to measure my 5cm lines again, but this time I'm only going to use an 8mm gap along the edge because I think that's going to be a bit narrow and just look a little bit neater. So time to measure up some more, cut them out, and try for round 2. Okay, the other thing that didn't work very well the first time is it was really puffy, and basically that was due to the fact that I was trying to fold it under and hold it there and sew, and it wasn't staying where it's supposed to. So what I'm going to do this time is fold it under and then staple it in place so it doesn't move, and then it should be a nice tight strip all the way around the outside. And I'm stapling it further in through the carpet away from where I'm going to sew it, so that I don't try and sew through metal staples, and hopefully it comes out nicely. Okay, and that looks much better. Still difficult going around the corners because it's tight and it's a 90 degree, and it's sort of I have to sort of fold it and get it to buckle a bit, but that is a much better finish. The narrower 8mm I think looks a lot neater, and so now I just need to go on and finish all this stuff off. Alright, so I've run out of thread for the sewing machine, so I've got to leave the carpet for the time being. I can't be bothered taking off to go and get some more thread right now. So I'll move back over to these door trims. Now, to finish these door trims up, what I need to do is I've been waiting on some speakers. As this is going to be a road car, I'm going to have speakers in the car, and I wanted the most plain, least obnoxious looking speakers there are. And they're really hard to find, just plain black speakers these days. Everything has some crazy, awful looking cover on it. So these are reasonably discreet with just a little piny in the bottom here. And they actually have some separate tweeters which will, I've worked out I can run around and I can actually stick them on the dash in here, which I'll show you later. So before I can mount these, I need to run the wiring out through the car, and there's actually some holes I can use already through the back here, which will be nice and discreet, and yeah, get the wiring for the speakers ready. Alright, so I've got these wires coming through and I could just leave them, they're hidden in the back, but I like them a bit neater instead of just being the plain wires going through there. So what my plan is I'm going to use some of this heat shrink over the top of both sets of wires. So there's just one nice, neat, black, simple line going up through my rubber grommets, which you can see I've put in here. And I actually got on eBay and bought a whole bunch of rubber grommets. I bought a box of mixed assorted sizes. It was much cheaper than my going to the local auto parts store and getting 5 or 6 of the size I need in a box at a time. That was proving to be very expensive. Alright, so let's put on some heat shrink. Okay, so I've got my wiring ready and all done for my speakers. The last thing I need to do before I can put the door trim on and seal it all up for good is I need to reinstate the plastic liner for the inside of the door. A lot of people end up taking this off whenever they modify the car and just leave it off, but it is apparently quite an important piece to keep there. I'm going to reinstate that now and use some of my non-curing mastic to glue it back on. And of course, like an idiot, I didn't put the door trim on before I put all the disgusting sticky black stuff on, and didn't realise that I've gone too far out to the edge, so I've got to clean it up and then put it back on. I love making more work for myself. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, that's one door trim done, and I've gone out and got some more thread, so it's time to get stuck back in and get this edging out of the way so I can forget about it.
So I guess it's time for Mrs. Jeff.
Alright, now I'm recording.
Hi guys. Porsche built 2 of its early aluminium 356s for Le Mans. And while one of the 2 cars was actually totaled during testing, the other one, number 46, went on to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1951. After the race, it was sold on as just another old race car to an American importer who chopped the roof off to save weight. It was rediscovered a few years ago, and Emery Motorsports restored it to its former glory, including handcrafting a new roof for it.
Welcome to a slightly different version of Mail Time this week, because instead of people sending stuff to me, I brought them halfway back across the globe to add to my little collections. I visited a bunch of workshops and talked to a bunch of different people when I was over in LA. I met the guys from Dirt Fascination. They are doing some really, really nice YouTube videos. You should check out their channel. Also met some guys. They started up their own little group, Low End Garage. It was a bit of an in-joke. Some pretty cool little stickers, so this will definitely go up on the wall as well. Also visited John Esposito's TRE Motorsports was another one. And last but by no means least, Performance Developments. I can't sing Neil's praises enough. He was absolutely amazing to let me into his shop last week and do all that engine work, get hands-on and learn about the engines from somebody of his knowledge. It was really an amazing experience, and yeah, if you have any engine machining you need to get done, cannot recommend him highly enough. Alright guys, another week down and a little bit more done on the carpet and putting door trims back together and stuff like that. chipping away as always. Hopefully next week I can get a little bit more done. As always, if you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe to my channel, Home Built by Jeff, and you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at the same place.
And thanks to Mike and Dave for my new t-shirt.
See you guys.